guys, this is Widener back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you, as far as popular request, the lead synths from Turn Down For What by DJ Snake. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to use vocal processing and use that like a vocal sample to create its own individual synth. So let's get right to it. Before we do anything, I'm going to show you what the final result sounds like, just so you know. So yeah, here we go. So that was that, guys. So I guess if we're going to start somewhere, we might as well start on the vocal synth, the main part that everyone really wants to know how to do. And it's actually not as complicated as you think. There's a lot of more complicated parts about this song. So what you want to start out with is some sort of vocal sample. So what I did is, right here, as you can tell, is my actual vocal track. Basically what it is it's just this little sample right here. So here's what it is. It's just a stanza that from a sample pack I bought, and I thought that it kind of reminded me a little bit of something that we used to make this.
Every little symbol.
So we're going to use that long, dragged out, sustained note he uses in order to create the synth. So first things I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link, which will be down in the description. Look right down in the description. There will be a sample link where you can actually download this from like Dropbox or Mediafire or wherever. And what you do from there is you can take the sample. So I'll just show the sample in the Finder. You drag it into here, into an audio track, and if you take solo this, click on it, unwarp the track itself, and you have to drag this over to the point where it's just the sustained note. So right here he does some weird like variation. You don't want that. You want just this raw sustained part over here, which you can tell is just by the shape of it. So here's what that sounds like just by itself. So you also probably want to get rid of that little part at the end where he starts having the raspy sound in his voice. So after that, you can take the sample itself, insert a new MIDI track, take your sample, drag it into the MIDI track, and insert it right there. So once you got that, here's what it sounds like. So we're starting to get there. For your track, if you're trying to recreate the actual original song, I would go with 45.3 milliseconds. That sounded most close to me. But you can do whatever you want, really, to get the nice glide that you want. But you get the idea of that. So once you got that, a great thing I used also is a whole bunch of Wideners. So as you can tell, the vocal sounds a little bit dry at the moment. What you do first is take and put on some flanger. Here's what it sounds like with the flanger. But that's a little bit of too much of an effect, or it's going too fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the track, and we're going to take and turn down the rate to like 0.05 hertz. And let's see how that sounds. Okay. So that's starting to sound a little bit better. And then what we can do is we can take and turn down the dry wet mix because it's a little bit too flanged, if that's the term that you use. Once we got that finished, we can add something more. So as you can tell, that preset that I made, it had quite a bit of reverb on it, so reverb is an essential. So we take and we can, I just go over to the reverb section and I grab the concert hall and I double click and drag it in, and usually I'll put it on a high cut so it gets rid of low frequencies. Just copy these settings. Dry wet maybe down to like 30 or something. Turn down the pre-delay, and then let's see what it sounds like now. So that's what that sounds like now, which is great progress, I think. Now, another thing that you could try to make it sound a bit wider is, I haven't actually tried this, but it probably will work. Go into here, back into your MIDI track, take Utilities, which is a audio effects preset, and double click that in. And basically, utility is a channel control thing, bother. So what that does is it could take and you could add stereo width to it using this. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I have a basic understanding, but I don't know if I know how to explain it. But if you turn this up to like 150 or something, you don't want to go too much or else it starts messing with the sound too much. It gives a wider sound. Might have to go even smaller, probably like just 120. That's probably a good amount. So once I got that finished, since basically finished, all that's left is to drag in the melody, and we'll see if it fits. So if it fits, or cool. If it doesn't, I'll have to go through again. Here's what it sounds like as I mean. Oh yeah, okay, there's one more thing that I have to tell you. That was too high pitched, so we have to go back in here, and the sample is actually recorded at a G minor. So what you have to do is take this and put it down 2 semitones. So not G minors. I don't remember what it's recorded at. It's a D note. So what you do is you take this on the transposition right here, put it down to 1, 2. So now you have a C note, which is proper if you're using a sampler. You want whatever you're playing to be a C in the sample. So now it'll actually play in the right key, like this. And that's basically all there is to it, guys. So thanks for watching our tutorial, guys. As always, if you want to comment and leave a suggestion for other sounds you want me to recreate, you can do that down in the comments below. Drop a like and subscribe if you want. And thanks for watching. See you later.